Look, look! I made a new little screen. Look at that. So I can zoom out without looking too terrible. Yeah, anyways, game time. Game time. Oh. You remember last time we were in Westfall. We were still in Westfall. And various and sundry places. I don't know about that. We are in Westfall. Let's go. Jim handles Mechanican. Mechanican. This Griffin Master wants to talk to us. We need the bird form so we can just fly around, man. That's what we need. We need to level up to birdie level. That's the real goal of this game. No more having to run around seeing the various places. Just fly to your next quest objective, which is marked with, you know, you used to have to download an add-on to get this kind of information of where to go.
You cannot command.
Without having to actually read stuff. Die. Die, coyote. Nobody likes you anyways. Nobody knows the coyotes I've seen. Nobody knows the Yotsies. What am I supposed to do? Harvest Watchers slain. Okay. I guess these have turned on their owners. Made a slideshow presentation that I intend to present. At least if not two so we can get watch hours. But it will be happening soon. Also, Thursday, interview with Gary Shipman, if you did not know. That should be a lot of fun. I know what we're going to talk about. Oh my god, I can make a slideshow for that. With various Gary Shipman art pages on it to show on. Now I'm thinking. If I was a good host of a program, I would be prepared for all of these interviews. I would have everything thought out. Oh, we got a new ability. Let's test it out. It didn't do much. Remove, rejuvenate. I don't think we need that close to what we're doing. my presentation is about ethics and morality. And presenting it possibly tomorrow evening. I did a walkthrough of it today to kind of work my way through it. See if it needed to be tweaked. And I believe it does need to have some more things added. But overall, I think the foundation is solid. I'm looking forward to that. It is always fun to talk. I do enjoy talking and teaching. This is both of those things. Telling people what to do is one of my absolute favorites. Just to throw there. Why else would I be online? Tell people what to do. You know what I mean? Jelly bean? There we go. Now a little bit more in frame. One more of these stupid robots. I think they showed one of these in the background of Warcraft movie. I think they show Westfall in that, if I remember correctly. Then I believe Westfall does make an appearance. Possibly when they're flying to Stormwind or the opening of the movie. Establishing shots of the scene. Oh, well, thank you, lover of Portuguese water dogs. I do like Doug. I do like talking. So that video will be tomorrow evening. Live content. So I practiced going through the slides, so I was doing it for the first time right then. Although I have done that in the past, just give a presentation without really knowing what it was about. But it's not the best. Usually you should at least know something. Or have decent slides at least. Yeah, some people that watch me over on Upon the Chaos don't always make it to this channel, and that's why I keep the two channels separate. I'm glad when they do, but that's why I purposely keep the two channels separate. Just the same content I make with FlyFoxPro and Chaos and vice versa, just because it might attract different audiences. In fact, I had someone who got mad at me posting content. They're like, I don't want to see this content. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. You know, like, I think you're mistaking what the purpose of this channel was, which is to do silly nonsense, play video games, do whatever I want. Just upon guess, which is specifically to talk about modern culture and politics and such. But nonetheless, I do enjoy both of them. Possibly. It's hard to say. Sometimes one is more fulfilling than the other. More fried okra, folks. No doubt, maybe not. We need to kill more of these boars, these wild boars. The reality is that most of my habits are upon their faces. Mostly because of and to see if he wants to do the machine sometimes. That's always fun. Although we inevitably talk about the same things over and over again. Singing and dancing and dancing and sing. I actually think the Warcraft movie is one of the better video game reenactments. But I think that's also because a fantasy world like this, with at least some sequence and a lot and things that happen, is more easily adaptable than something like Mario, or I don't know what else could there be? Super Mario Brothers, or I mean Sonic was good. That was surprising that they were able to do that, but that's the classic, oh, well, we're bringing the character into this world, and then he's gonna have to, you know, solve some generic action plot thing. Detective Pikachu, that was good. There's been a couple of good ones lately. I was going to think of the worst. Or had nothing. The worst one of all that was Max Payne. I saw that in the theater. Oh my word, it was awful. Terrible. I just wanted to leave, but I was there with a group of friends when I was in the military. Went to the movie theater to see Max Payne. Not have a ride home to base, so we just watched it. It was awful. Claw this thing. Claw one more time. Alright, now we can strong trap, right? Strong trap. We're gonna catch this little tiny harvester. This is a regular quality. Lame. But I collected it nonetheless. poor quality. What was the point of playing the Pokemon mini game if I was gonna get out of those poor quality ones? Should be striving for excellence. Still killing these stupid birds. Every time there are birds to kill. Eradicate these buzzards. Oh, I see. That's the way we want to do it, huh? How do we do it? Here's my Democrat 22. I mean, I guess I like to. I already looked at them. They're poor. But what do you, I mean, it's kind of interesting, like, you have some extent, it will affect you. All these things to attack me. Not nice. But as a Canadian, you need to go to the potty. Alright, we'll go to the potty. I'll be there in a minute. I've been summoned. Alright, I'm just gonna have to die here. I could rescue it. I was going to do it. I was going to do it. What? Dang it. It's all Flying Saucer's fault. They had me turn up the audio the other day. Dang it. No wonder nobody's been watching. What a failure of a stream. I hate when that happens. And nobody tells you. There's like people watching and no one tells you. They're just like, well, I don't really care. Alright. Get away from this area. Go kill these stupid birds. Now can you hear me, P-Money? I think P-Money's probably, other than Lady Vixen, my biggest supporter. I don't like the word fan. Fan. I'm a fan of that guy. Oh, you're a fanatic? About me? That's absurd. That's absurd. You ought not be one if you are. However, I think supporters is a good word. They support my content by watching it, sharing it, liking it. I haven't collected this appearance. Or this. No, I want that. Now I got the appearance, so, you know, there's always that. You know, the other day I was looking for a merchant when I could have just used my merchant mount. What was I thinking? My vendor mount. Like this. I was like, oh, I gotta go find one. So silly. Oh, I still gotta kill a bird? I thought I got all the birds. So one more bird, huh? Bird. Oh, birdie. There's one over here. P-Money, I'm gonna be doing. I made a slideshow presentation. A slideshow presentation about ethics and morality. The pill number one of yours. The pill number one. What are you talking about? To be one of your better ones? I don't know what you're talking about. Pill number one? I don't know, that makes any sense to me. It's probably plain as the nose of my face, but I have no idea what to Poll number. What did I talk about in it? It wasn't even the one I talked about probable cause and how the justice system worked. What did I even? Autocorrect. I don't even remember what I said. I'm sure it was brilliant. But I tend to like try to forget though. I mean, honestly, like, yeah, well, they're all Daily Wire articles. I mean, it's like I could use Breitbart and stuff every once in a while if I can't find something worth talking about on Daily Wire, but usually there is. They're always Daily Wire articles because they're usually pretty well sourced or accurate, I should say. And some of them, I can generally trust that they will have reported accurately, and at least to the best of their ability. And some of the ones that might have more salacious news or speculatory news, I have to double check and verify, and sometimes I find out that the article in question has actually misinterpreted the facts. I don't want to ascribe misrepresentation when I don't know their motives, but they could have misinterpreted the facts, come to a faulty conclusion based on their interpretation of the facts. Well, it's run by a Jewish lawyer, so it's very trustworthy. That's why I subscribed. Yeah, Jewish lawyer, yeah. And a Christian. Nominal, at least. Some sort of evangelifish type in the other guy, I forget his name. The one that is a Christian who lets himself jokingly be called the God Emperor. Yeah, that's a real humble there. Sounds like a Christian thing to be referred to by. What's his name? I forget his name. But anyways, like the Gateway Pundit. The Gateway Pundit has some decent stuff. And often I have found things on there to be worth talking. However, you gotta be careful because sometimes they misinterpret the facts. That's just the reality. one time I made a video about misrepresentation of the facts. And everyone got so mad at me because I corrected the record and I pointed out their inconsistencies. They got pissed off. They were like, it's terrible. You're wrong. Not everybody. Most people, I will say, in my audience were reasonable. They're like, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. But other ones... were not so willing to listen. How do I energize this garbage? I did it. Overloaded. How close do I have to be? Oh, I guess that's it. Now what am I supposed to do? Destroy things, I guess? If I read what I was supposed to do, I'd probably know things, but... My wife asked why Daily Wire. I said because the people running it are Protestant, Catholic, Jewish, Christian, and an Orthodox Jew. When a group like that are all together, they either kill or work well. I think it's because they have something in common, I guess, but I think that you and I would have some big differences with Andrew Clavin and whatever the other guy's name is that are Protestants. Obviously, we'd have differences with Knowles and Matt Walsh, but you and I would have differences as well, obviously. But I generally think that they do pretty good stuff. I did see a forget where it was. Oh, Doug Naples, duh. He pointed out that I haven't watched it yet, and I don't know that I will because I don't know, something depressing. But no, Matt Walsh is Catholic. He pointed out the Terror on the Prairie, which I've not seen, don't know that I'll watch, but his point of view was that it was another example of how it's like not a pro-humanistic idea. It's like pretty violent type of a movie and kind of black pilly, I guess, be an idea. And I think that needs to be counteracted. But whatever. I haven't seen this. I can't comment. I did watch What is Woman? And while I found it interesting, I also think that it's pretty lacking. The problem is there's a balance between a documentary that can be for a popular audience and one that actually conveys an accurate amount of truth. And they really could have pushed a lot harder than they did on those presuppositions that those people hold to, and they could have challenged them a little bit more. I'm saying that's not the purpose, but I don't think there was enough actual pushing back on that ideology. Those are my initial thoughts. I think that it also suffers from a case of, this could be my perception. I could be totally wrong about this, guys, but obviously I'm wrong about it. But I think in some degree, people are afraid to really, they knew they would get pushback, but at the same time, they kind of want to be really nice, and you can't be, you can be righteous and not be nice. You can be respectful and not be nice. There are some people that explaining the realities of what those surgeries is, they kind of talked about it a little bit, but they're brutal. Brutal, horrifying surgeries to give someone a brutal, horrifying life, potentially. I haven't seen Shut In. Well, you gotta be aware of. Thing is, you gotta know who they're partnering with in terms of their production. The guys that made Terror on the Prairie, Shut In, and also the first one that I did watch and did, if you could call it enjoy, I think it was a good film, was the one about the school shooting. What it was called. But that company, they make brutally violent films. That's kind of their claim to fame. Run, Hide, Fight. They make brutally violent films. What is it? Bone Tomahawk, I think that's one they made. Is one of some of the most grotesque images in a a sort of mainstream film. These trainers are completely worthless now. You can't do anything. They don't accomplish anything. You used to have to go and buy your moves, but now you just get them for free. Where's the Druid? There isn't one. I forget the name of the company, but they've made brutally violent films in the past. And Daily Wire is really going to have to branch out from those guys, and I'm sure they will. But you are not going to build an alternative platform with R-rated movies. You're just not. Like HBO Now, which was the precursor to HBO Max. HBO Go, I think it was called at one point. HBO Now. It was just HBO shows. And yeah, some people had them, but most people had it because they had it on cable. They had HBO on cable, and so they had it. It wasn't like they were subscribing purposely to it until HBO Max had other Warner Brothers properties, and not just HBO shows. Because believe it or not, people don't want to just sit there and watch Oz. Yeah, we're nowhere close to Loremaster, Yoshi, but I mean, that's the goal. What? Oh, I'm supposed to be attacking these river pod gnolls. Alright, well, whatever. I mean, we're just in Westfall. So, step 1. Level progress. 23. Oh yeah, we leveled up today. So we'll definitely get max before we get Loremaster. But that's the goal, right? If I play enough, maybe I can get Loremaster completed before the next expansion. Or be ready to do the next expansion and get Loremaster with the next expansion. Like, be ready for when it comes out. Within reason, or close. Yeah, but I just don't think you can build I don't think you can build a streaming platform with political documentaries or cultural documentaries about hot button issues and violent movies. my friend Marcus Pittman is starting Lore.tv, and they have a bunch of stuff they've announced that they're going to be funding, and there's a variety. But they started out with documentaries from a explicitly religious, and obviously there are Christians running it. But they started from an explicitly explicitly Christian documentaries, and that I know Marcus personally. I've had many conversations with him, and I know that eventually they will do other things that aren't like, oh yes, this is a documentary about Christianity. These are pastors. This is a show about pastor stuff. And they'll allow for just storytelling to be told and done. But I think they should have started with some of that content. Personally. But whatever. What do I know? What do I know? I'm not the one that started the company. I almost applied this week for a job for a city government around here as a video production person for them. And then I decided not to, because then I would never get hired with my portfolio. They would never hire me. No matter how good it is or what I could put in it, they just wouldn't hire me. Because it's too opinionated. And I don't know that I'd want to be a propagandist for the government. I don't know how I'd feel about that. But I'm probably qualified for the position. One would think. It would basically be like the head ted of people of the production for this city government. I mean, everything is propaganda. This is where I would disagree with Doug Tanaple somewhat. Is Doug thinks to some degree art can be neutral and like you don't put your I think his overall argument is saying he's arguing that you shouldn't be like over the top with putting it in politics and stuff. But doing what is good and right and beautiful is not neutral. Those things belong to God. And because they belong to God, they are a part of the worldview that you are presenting. So to some degree, all art is propaganda. Now, that being said, people go way over the top with it. Giving these people free food, free lunch. We expect you to fight for us. We give you this free lunch. Just saying. Dark Gift Comics. I don't know what that is. I'm sure it's a funny joke, a fun reference. I'm just ignorant. But I think I've been talking too much. My voice feels like it's going a little bit. There's no such thing as neutrality. Telling a good story is not neutral because you're honoring God. You do something that is good. And that's not neutral. This lady, she was too far away to get the stew. I'll give her one here. Ready. Oh, does she not want it? Oh, I guess she got it. I shouldn't say. Whatever. Whatevs, dog. Do what you want to do, I guess. Yeah, but there's no such thing as neutrality. We did an ethics and morality hour about that on this very channel. I do believe that is the case. About there not being such a thing as neutrality, on pretending that we're neutral when we're not, is a bad thing. I have to go back and watch it to see what I said. Wife is calling me for supper. Anyway, if you're on later, maybe I'll hang out and talk to you soon. You do that. What level do we need to be to ride a fancy? 30. Still a way to go before we can ride around in the air, fly around, all that good stuff. All that great stuff. And now we're back to our human form. Oh man, someone attacked us. When I was a kid, there was this annoying guy that lived in the neighborhood. Annoying kid. And in the movies, he goes, "Oh, I think your mom's calling you." And I tried that out. And this kid was like, "Oh, I think I hear mom calling you, man. You better. And he listened for a second. No one was calling, right? Made it up. And he said, "No, that's not my mom." Couldn't get rid of him. Is that your mom calling? My brother is on a 5-game win streak in Heart of the Storm. Another Blizzard property. Good for him, man. Talented. I am terrible at that game. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. And when I play with him and my other brother who actually know what they're doing, they just get frustrated because I'm so awful. So it's not worth me playing. I'm so far behind in the knowing of what to do that I will never catch up with them. Or is this person just chilling up here? Oh, they've got a gun. They're scoping out this tower, I guess. What did I say? Heart? Yeah, heroes. Jeez, Yoshi. I got one word wrong. You're gonna get all mad at me. Oops, that's not what I wanted. What am I supposed to do? Go in here and do something? Oh, am I supposed to sneak in here? Heroes of the Storm. Good old Yoshi here to correct my incorrect statements. Oh, they gave me something so I can be invisible, but I'm just going to be cat form and be invisible that way. I do like the design of this tower. It does feel kind of fantastical. You know, these curving staircases and everything. What am I supposed to do in here? Oh, here we go. What? Rick Piper. Welcome. Here's the deal, Rick. I'm going to turn this off soon. Got here too late, my friend. Too late. As soon as I'm done with this part. I don't want to have to do it over again. So you got like 2 seconds before I do. Welcome. Alright, boom, we can leave. Get out of here, quick. We did it. Hooray me. Complete quest. Yeah, sure, whatever. Log out. Okay. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Don't forget to like and subscribe and watch my videos that are not live streams. I want those. Alright, adios. Goodbye.